Hi all, welcome back to a new post today, and let's continue from where we stopped yesterday. So today let's speak about how do you really answer your UPSC mains questions. So as I told you, you should start your preparation with looking at the previous question paper so that you have an idea how to actually take forward your journey in every subject. Apart from that, I also told you to look at the previous preliminary questions as well. Today, let's speak about an important, concern of almost every aspirant, and that's about how do you answer your questions in the UPSC mains examination, because your final rank depends upon your quality of your answer writing skill. So first of all, you have to remember that the word limit for the UPSC question is not very huge. It's 150 words, 200 words and 250 words, and you're given 20 questions in the mains. While in the optional you have section wise choice, but you do not have a choice in the mains questions. You have a choice only in the essay writing, and you have a choice in the ethics paper with regard to case studies. But apart from that, everything is compulsory. You should be ready to answer any type of paper that you get on that particular day. So basically, as I told you, that the 1.5 years that you put across your time, you should prepare yourself to compete for the UPSC examination, and it's not a difficult task at all if you love your journey. So the first thing is, the very first mistake that everybody and even I did was that we want to be experts in the very beginning of everything. We want to be experts, and we want our very first answer to be as perfect as it can be anytime. So this is the very first mistake that everybody of us does, and then if we are not able to write answers, we get demotivated and we do not want to try the next time. So we want perfection in every step, but I will tell you, please do not look at perfection. The more you think you're perfect, you will stop learning. You have to always work on your answer writing skill, make it better and better with each and every day. So as the UPSC mains question paper says, the answer length is not important, but the content of the answer is very important. So even if you write less number of words also for that particular answer, and your content is really good, your presentation is really good, you will get better marks than the one who is writing something repetitive, or who's writing the basic answer, or even who's not answering the question according to the question words. So we all want to start writing very well. Please stop this. You should always be ready to improve on your answers each and every day. You must never be satisfied until your final rank is in front of you, until your final result is in front of you. And the next thing that you have to do is, you have to understand that there are various type of question words, some descriptive and some analytical. So you have to start off with the descriptive type of answer writing, where you will understand what and why, and you have to stick to this answer writing until you finish reading the whole subject once. So at least you have to, at least for your second reading, maybe you can start writing off with your analytical questions. But once you finished one reading of the subject or a chapter, you have to stick to the descriptive answers. That's what: explain, describe, elucidate, enumerate, etc. So these are all descriptive question words. In this post, I will not be explaining what are the different question words that you get to answer, but I'm just telling you what are the different types of question words that will be put across to you. One is analytical and one is descriptive. So you should be able to answer the descriptive question words in the very beginning itself, and that's the perfect approach for you to be a learner and also to be a quick learner. You have to be happy and satisfied that you are able to answer what, why, how, etc. Then for that, you have to have at least one reading. As I said, for at least the first reading of all your chapters, just stick to what, how and why, and do not go to any other question words. Once you get through this, then you can go to the next step. As I told you, UPSC is not a one-time event. It's a process. It's a daily process that you'll have to do, and this approach will always help you even in your current affairs, and for you to understand reading the editorial and other topics as well. then you should go on to understand the meaning of different types of question words. Like explain means something different, describe, elucidate, enumerate. They are critically analyze, examine, analyze, evaluate, etc. So you need to know the meanings. Take a book and paper and write down all the meanings of the question words. Try to read them frequently as possible, so that tomorrow when you come across such question words, you know how to structure your answer and you are not struggling at that very point of time. You have to keep the meaning of the question words ready. An answer should, and let me tell you, don't start with practicing writing 150 or 200 or 150, 250 words of answers. Never do that. Write as much as you can about a topic, because if you learn less, you will not be able to learn more. But if you learn more and if you know to write more, you can always decrease the size of your answer and the content as well. You will know how to structure it. But if you learn less and you try to put in less itself, you will not be able to complete an answer. You will be stuck in the middle. You won't know where to progress. So always write as much as you can in the beginning itself about a paper. It doesn't matter even if you're reaching 500 or 600 words. That practice itself is going to help you even in your essay writing. So write as much as possible as a beginner about a topic, and don't stick to the question word. When you know completely about a topic, then try to structure your answer into 150, 200 words. And how do you count your the words? You don't count the conjunctions, but you only count the other words for this. And you have to keep writing. So take a piece of paper, draw four margins on the A4 size, because you have margin space paper given for you in the mains examination, and then count the words. So even if you're writing very small or very huge, at least you'll be able to write 60 to 75 or 80 words in a paper, not more than that. And if you have to write a 150 word answer, then it will be one leaf, that is the front and back of the paper. And if you have to write 200, you will have about 2 pages to write. So this is how you count your word limit. But don't start off with practicing word limit in the very beginning. It's like this, that you want to learn driving, but you want to learn to save the mileage in the between. That's not possible. You first have to learn your driving skills, and then you have to plan to save your mileage. So this is how it's going to happen even with your answer writing as well. So the answer always consists of 3 parts only, that is the introductory, the body, and the conclusion. Now the substance of the answer comes in the body part. So how do you start an answer? That's how do you write an introductory answer. The best way to start is writing about a meaning of what is being asked in the topic or the question, or any current issue that has been related to it, or anything which is related to the subject matter. This is one general way which you can use for all your answer writing. Some people say use quotes, some people say use statements and all that, but at that particular point of time, put your place in the examination hall where you're 3 hours and you have to complete 20 questions, and I've just read the question paper. You cannot think of, so even if you want to learn quotes, you will have to learn about 10 quotes in every subject area, and I don't think so it's really good, because once you focus on other areas, you don't have to worry about the quotes so much. You can always start off your answer writing with writing the meaning of the topic that is asked in the question. The body part consists of the substance of the question. So your detailing about your question words goes into the body part, and you can write whatever related to the question word. Your answer should be supplemented by diagrams, maps, flow charts. You can present your paper very well with open inverted commas. Try to underline it with a pen itself. You can use capital letters. You can use data as well, and you can you can use the size of the characters to highlight your points. That's a very good practice, and it helped many of my students as well, because it catches the eye of the examiner. That's a very good practice as well. You could do that. And coming to the conclusion, it's nothing but a synopsis or your viewpoint or your perspective of the topic based on the question words now. So you can always start off by writing, if you're a beginner, just start writing the synopsis of whatever you've written in the paper, and your answer is well to do. You're really good at whatever you have written. You can judge your own answer by your own self, or you can ask somebody to read it for you if you're a beginner and practicing only descriptive type of answers. The best way to start is I told you, start with the basic questions. Start with the questions at the end of every chapter, or whoever your mentor is, they might be giving you questions. So start off with the questions with that, build up on that skill slowly. Again, you have to tell your mind every day, it's a process, it's not an event. It's going to come up gradually, slowly, and not one time everything. So you have to be ready ready to put in the time, to put in the effort, to be a baby, to put small baby steps and then grow up there. This teaches you, this process not only teaches you the skill, but it also teaches you to be patient, to keep a positive attitude, and give yourself few small gifts like a break, a cup of tea, you know, or a song, a small movie. If you have done very well, these things will motivate you. Respect and value your hard work and your efforts. This will go a long way in also telling your mind that it's your best friend rather than it becoming your foe. If you don't give yourself good things and if you don't value your own good work, you're going to punish yourself, and your body is not going to help you in achieving your goal. So as I said, start off with the basic questions. Once you have finished a subject, start practicing the questions immediately, and don't go aiming at very perfect. As I said, don't aim at answering all the types of question words. Once you've written a few questions, try to answer the previous questions from the basic question way, that is what and why. Leave the evaluative part, leave the analytical part. Try to answer the questions from what, why, describe, etc. Over a period of time, you'll start realizing that you're getting into the process of now understanding how to actually answer good questions. This will help you to build your skills and get your hands on answer writing. I think this is the approach I teach all my students. I tell them to do this, and if you did like also, then let me know through your comments, and also you can call me as well. So further, there is no hard and fast rule for you to get your hands on writing. There is no hard and fast rule that you have to write only in paragraphs. There is no hard and fast rule or guidelines given by the UPSC that you have to write only in paragraph, you have to write only in points. You can write in paragraph, in points. You can mix it up as well. You can draw diagrams, you can draw flow charts, etc. as long as you stick to the question word and present your answer well. Presentation matters a lot. Neat handwriting matters a lot. Completion within the time frame matters a lot. These will make your answer better. You'll feel confident over a period of time. You'll enjoy your preparation process if you go through this technique, as I said, to answer, to get your skill on answer writing. So these are the few points I thought will be helpful for me to share with you. And if you did like these points, please do like, share and subscribe, and don't forget to comment at the end of the video. And I shall come up with another new post, some important insights for your UPSC preparation. And until then, it's very happy learning.